Nigerian pastor Festus Alilu, who was detained for criticizing prosperity teachings of fellow pastor Korede Kumaya, granted bail. Okay now, two pastors dey fight, they can't arrest them. Okay, they arrest one for criticizing prosperity teachings. Now wow. The body of Christ, it is well. The Nigerian police have granted bail to Apostle Festus Alilu, the senior pastor of Word of Power Gospel Church International in Ughelli, Delta State, who was arrested for criticizing Pastor Korede Kumaya of the Master's Place International Church, a well-known prosperity preacher. Sahara reporters learned that Apostle Alilu was granted bail on Saturday evening after spending about 2 days in police custody. Sahara reporters earlier reported on Saturday morning that Pastor Kumaya met with representatives from Festus Alilu, giving them conditions to let go of the matter. Alilu was arrested by the police on Thursday following controversial statements he made against Pastor Kumaya. The arrest had come after Apostle Alilu posted a video on his official Facebook page in which he accused Pastor Kumaya of misleading church members with fabricated prosperity teachings. Giving Sahara reporters an update on the matter on Saturday, a source confirmed that Alilu had been granted bail. We are good for him, but really I don't understand his business with somebody's preaching. If the members of the church are not complaining, what's your business? The top source who was at the meeting between the two clerics and their aides have revealed that Pastor Kumaya demanded that his detained fellow pastor would have to make a video and apologize and publicize same online before he could be pardoned. Pastor. Hey. They have apologized to Pastor Korede and he accepts to withdraw the matter. We have just left a meeting with him now. The apostle is not yet released. They said he, Alilu, will have to make a video and apologize and publicize it online. Lobaton. The source has stated. Then he will preach on the apology in his church. He then added, these conditions now, wow. Alilu has alleged that Kumaya's sermons were designed to express congregants' faith by promoting financial breakthrough and success through offerings and tithes. Well, there are some pastors like that. And you're doing a good cause that you are trying to expose him, but probably there were other ways you could have done that, Abby. Okay, by promoting financial breakthrough and success through offering and tithes, a practice commonly associated with the prosperity gospel. In the video, Apostle Alilu referenced human rights activist Omoyele Showore's ongoing criticism of certain Nigerian pastors, suggesting that Kumaya's teaching contributed to the growing distrust and skepticism towards Christian leaders. Showore, a well-known activist, has been outspoken about corruption and manipulation within Nigerian churches, often targeting prosperity preachers for expressing vulnerability and vulnerable worshippers. Alilu had warned that if Kumaya and others did not abandon such deceptive practices, it could deepen the divide and confusion within the Christian community. While some commenters have supported Alilu's bold stance, others criticized him for publicly challenging a fellow pastor. I think that was where he went wrong. He should have gone to him personally or something, go to an association of Christian bodies and probably tell them, not coming publicly to call him out like that. I think that was where he was wrong. Arguing that internal matters within the church should be handled privately, yes. A video obtained by Sahara reporter shows the moment Alilu was arrested. Pastor Kumaya is a senior figure within the Master's Place International Church, a rapidly growing church with a large following in Nigeria. Known for its charismatic preaching style, Kumaya has built a reputation on the praise of divine prosperity. It teaches that faith and consistent giving leads to material wealth and personal success. Sometimes people give and give and give. They give until their money will finish. Sometimes when you are giving, make sure that it is something that you have been called to do. It's good to give, but don't give beyond your budget. Some people give and end up being broke. Some people do not use sense when they are giving, so it's good to give, and God says give and it will be given unto you. Good measures, pressed down, shake it together and running over. But sometimes you need to know that your pockets, like Macaroni was saying the other day, that he will give and he will forget that he is going to eat. That when he was in school, he will give his lunch money to somebody, and then it is when he has given it to the person that he will not remember that if I'm going to eat though, what am I going to use to buy food? Some people are like that. They give at the detriment of their own self. You can give, but make sure that you have enough to give, or it will not affect you. Some people, you can also give when you do not have much. Yes, it's good because it is what you practice now that you get used to it. But really, we should also know that there are limits to giving. You can't just be giving and giving and giving. It brings divine prosperity, yes. But sometimes you just give and then your money will just finish. It teaches that faith and consistent giving leads to material wealth and personal success. Despite ongoing criticism, his teaching reflects the broader prosperity gospel movement, which has gained significant influence in Nigeria and Africa. I just think the pastor did wrong by calling him out on social media. Should have gone to him personally. You guys are pastors now. You people should have a way to talk to each other. It is well. Prince Afamize says there were many people who misunderstood Pastor Koyede's message that was cut and chased clout with it. Many insulted him more than Pastor Festus, but none of them were arrested. Only Pastor Festus. Why? Because sometimes it's not that you are stabbed, but who stabbed you. A pastor should know better rather than following others to defame and attack his fellow pastors, yes, because it might be your turn tomorrow. What was trending on social media was the course video, not the full sermon. Exactly. Bloggers are fond of doing that. So they will see a video online and they will pick the controversial parts and do cut and join just to pull crowd to themselves. And meanwhile, you've not gone to listen to the full video. That is why I don't criticize pastors. Or when they say a pastor said something like this, I'll rather not just listen because you obviously know that it's a lie. I'll not listen if I'm not interested in listening to the whole video of that pastor. I'll rather not just listen to what somebody said because most of the times they just push narratives out there. They just put the sensational parts out there. They do cut and join. And then people will not go ahead to listen to the full sermon and then they just judge by that short clip. Most of the time it's always like that. And even if you don't agree, there are better ways to address your fellow pastors than public ridicule. Exactly. Even the world won't do that to their colleague, and it has also been established that it wasn't even the pastor that arrested him, so we should get our facts right. Exactly. It is God to help us in this country. That's why I don't judge you. I know they put my mouth for spiritual matters, for pastors matter. You can't be the judge. Let God be the judge of that one. It's God that really knows who is serving him. Because Baturi says, Pastor, preach what you call to preach. All of you will stand before God to give accountability. Exactly. Whether you do good, whether you do bad, whether God called you or you are the one that called yourself, you are going to give account at the end of the day. Deji Stone says, a Nigerian pastor will tell his member, God will fight your battles, but when you find the pastor trouble, he will call police. It is rare, but it was not the pastor that called the police. It was not the pastor that called it. Samuel Eddy says, cases of defamation or alleged defamation are always bailable. Yes, bailable. It is well. My listeners, over to you. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, to share and subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.